Because it is true, the saying, hurt people hurt people. The more I heal, the less my actions will hurt other people, because I'm not acting from my pain body. Eckart Tolle talks about the pain body. It is a real thing. It is a real thing. That discomfort, that's your pain body. It's coming from somewhere and it acts out. And then it's when it acts out, and then as humans, we think of something and we try it out, then we know about how we feel afterwards, right? We know by how we feel afterwards if we want to repeat the same thing or not, if that is working for us or not. So the purpose of that action, right? Like we do something, and then the purpose of that is to see, is it in alignment with who we want to be? Is this how I want to show up in the world? Is this how I want to make other people feel? But remember, how you make other people feel, that will be a catalyst for them to their healing as well. Because when people are hurting me out of their own wounds, and that has happened many times, right? Because I'm also allowing people to find out what their actions, why they act out like this towards me, what part of themselves is wounded that is needing to wound me, right? So I'm giving them an opportunity to look at that. And not only am I forgiving them, I'm also forgiving myself when I act out of my wounds or subconscious ways of being and thinking. Like if I just want to try something, and in the process of that, I hurt someone else in the process, or it leads to something that is not desirable, and it leads to maybe feelings from the emotion of fear or sadness. That's totally normal. What we're supposed to be doing in that process is now transmuting that back to joy. And how do we transmute that back to joy? Whether someone else has hurt us out of their wounds, or we have hurt somebody else out of our own wounds, is acceptance. We accept that with the awareness that I had in that moment, those are the actions that I have taken. And by the way that I feel now after that, I now know that I don't want to be repeating the same thing again. And sometimes it might take you twice, 3 times, or 4 times repeating the same thing, the same so-called mistake, until you learn your lesson. And that is okay too. And that is totally normal. The point of